They say there's 100 languages of children. That's unique to the Reggio philosophy, that every child has 100 languages, that they can learn in all of these forms of expression, whether it's clay, whether it's paper making, whether it's dance, drama, musical instruments. Music is a powerful language. In our classrooms, the children plant the seed of interest. Then the teachers bring their resources to bear on this interest.
I watched the 3-year-old class put together their stage for their music productions, for their rock bands.
Our afternoon class showed a great interest in music. We asked them about musical instruments, what do they know about musical instruments, and if they have musical instruments at home, if they could bring them to school. Then we asked them if any of their members of their families play musical instruments. So we discovered that some of the brothers and sisters, some of the dads play musical instruments.
Here we are in New York, in Rye, and if you go all the way around the world to this green country, that's China. Does that sound funny? Yeah.
When we're talking about music, you know, we always want to remember with music that it's such a sensory experience for a child, that they're being stimulated on all areas. We were able to bring children in and parents in to actually hear the sound and get the real effect of the instrument. It helped them feel very special and confident in their own ability.
So, Baker, if I plug in this microphone, is someone going to sing?
Sure.
All right.
Go ahead, Baker, stand up. Listen, let's listen to a song. Let's listen, Baker.
Sing, Baker.
Sing about the fire truck. Sing about the fire truck. Go ahead. Okay, ready? Go ahead. Baker, sing the song. Say fire truck. Go ahead.
Diesel locomotives.
Okay, Ryan, go ahead.
All right, Ryan.
You're going to do it now? Okay, he's going to do it now. Go ahead. Keep going.
I don't know. But I sing it at home.
Okay. All right, good job, Baker. Wonderful.
Good job.
We love to make paper at our PNS, from the 2s to the 5s. First they're tearing, which develops their fine motor skills.
We're on to the next step. Right into the blender.
They're adding water,
Okay, do we need more?
turning a blender on.
Press with some. Oh, did you hear the noise? Yeah, try it again.
And then they pour the pulp into a form.
So you get in there, and we zhuzh it around. Okay, press it in. Press.
And they do the paper stomp, which is lots of fun for a 2-year-old. And they have to do these things in order.
And we zhuzh it around. Press. Marching, marching, marching. Gentle rolling.
All these experiences lay an essential foundation for later, more academic content.
Listen to the special sound.
As young children experience the drum sounds from Mr. DiMaselli's program, the modern dancing, the step dancing.
Raise your hand if you do dance.
They are learning and believing that they can also one day perform in such a way.
When Mr. DiMaselli came to do his drum program, children in the audience were part of the rhythm and the patterning that goes with percussive music. And that's the base for literacy and mathematical thinking.
There's one. That is two. Two and one is three.
I'm a three.
Math skills are learned throughout the day with everyone in our school. Counting snack, patterning beads, looking at numbers on a calendar. When teachers pick up an interest that a class might have, such as Mrs. Shamborsky and Mrs. O'Keefe picking up on the interests that children have with math, they can go deeper.
We really looked around the first week of school and we noticed that the children are very interested in math.
They were measuring each other in the block area, this measuring tape.
So they would lie down on the rug and another child would measure them. From there we started looking around. We realized that they were learning math everywhere. They were learning math on the playground, when they were playing hopscotch.
So we decided to have every child in our class make their own math stepping stone.
We started to think of a way to bring the parents in to our investigation of math. And we asked them if they would come in for a parent day and create the garden stepping stones. First they made a plan for their number, and this was their 4, and then they added one-to-one correspondence with the stones on the bottom.
Those stepping stones are now part of our new garden area, and the children play with them daily. Mrs. Kumar and Mrs. Gomez love to do plays with their classes.
Every year we do a spring play, and the children are involved in every part of the process, from making the scenery to making the curtain for the play. The children also make a program.
The project work involved in the drama that we put on here, the plays, has a lot to do with the parent involvement of making the costumes.
This year we did a tiny seed. The whole premise of the play was learning about how a tiny seed takes its journey and turns into a sunflower.
Elena, the tiny seed, said,
This is not my home.
We have the sunflower, we have the seed, we have the cloud, we have rain, we have, oh my goodness,
all the animals.
All the
There's
animals.
A skunk, squirrel, dog,
cat, right?
No.
Then finally, getting on stage.
Inch by inch, row by row, you'll never know how a seed will grow.
And as they look at the faces of their brothers and sisters and parents, watching them in this play, they know that what their hard work has led to is being valued. When a child in the 2s takes a beautiful piece of paper and scribbles, and it's put in a message box for them to send home to their mother, it's valuing that child's work.
You can teach a child how to read. You can teach them the ABCs and the 1, 2, 3s, and they can be reading everything on a page, but do they really understand what they're reading?
Parents came into our 3-year-old classroom where Margaret and Shirley worked with children and just listened to their ideas and helped them to create personalized poetry. That's the beginnings of literacy.
We work on things like sequencing before a child can actually even read, and that goes into play in the poetry where, you talk about the beginning, the middle, and the end. When these children are creating these poems, they're telling you a story, so that's pre-reading skills. We welcome you guys to our second annual poetry reading here, and Mrs. Sculte and Miss Liana's 3-year-old morning class. And the boys and girls have been working really hard on their poems.
We have children who created poems about their grandparents, created poems about their moms and dads. Those parents were actually in the classroom hearing those poems from the children.
I love my mom and dad.
I love my mom and dad.
I love my mom first,
I love my mom first.
my dad second.
My dad second.
I want to be with them all the time.
I want to be with them all the time.
Grandma likes to eat lunch with me.
Grandma likes to eat lunch with me.
I like to play with Grandpa's dusty toys in his office.
I like to play with Grandpa's old dusty toys in his office.
I just love them.
I just love toy cars.
Star Wars.
Star Wars.
Planes.
Planes.
I love my brother James.
I love my brother James.
He is with me always.
He's with me always.
Good job, Sebastian. Good job.
Every child in RPNS works with clay throughout the year. By the time children are in the 5s, their fine motor skills and their experience with clay has come a long way. We've seen some really intricate mask work. This year, Mrs. Jamborski and Mrs. O'Keefe's class did a study of birds.
Well, in the tree there was a branch, the prettiest little branch that you ever did see. So the branch on the tree, and the tree in the hole, and the hole in the ground, and the green grass grows all around, and the green grass grows all around. Well, on that branch there was a nest, the prettiest little nest that you ever did see. Well, the nest on the branch, and the branch on the tree, and the tree in the hole, and the hole in the ground, and the green grass grows all around, and the green grass grows all around. Well, in that nest there was an egg, the prettiest little egg that you ever did see. Well, the egg in the nest, and the nest on the branch, and the branch on the tree, and the tree in the hole, and the hole in the ground, and the green grass grows all around, and the green grass grows all around. Well, in that egg there was a bird. Show me your bird.
Let's see the bird.
The prettiest little bird that you ever did see. Well, the bird in the egg, and the egg in the nest, and the nest on the branch, and the branch on the tree, and the tree in the hole in the ground, and the green grass grows all around, and the green grass grows all around, and the green grass grows all around, and the green grass grows all around. Ready? 1, 2, 3.
Being a Reggio-inspired preschool means that you have great faith in your children.
After Baker, it's going to be your time, okay?
Here he comes.
I want to hear that beautiful song.
Baker, turn around.
Superpower with the power to read is a push for fly and a super story. As it wears super white, super rare to the rescue. I like super white. I like super white. Me too.
Baker, one more time. Sing it loud.
Wonderful! Very nice.
We believe that the children can learn through 100 different ways. Reggio calls this the 100 languages of children. I think that what we have seen throughout our last 12 years of being Reggio inspired is that when you use many forms of expression, many ways for children to learn, whether it's clay, drama, poetry, math, all of these are means for the child to become confident in their world. This confidence translates into children that are successful as they move on.
You are my sunshine. Let me see your suns. My only sunshine. You make me happy when skies are gray. You'll never know, dear, how much I love you. Please don't take my sunshine away.